The 10 Laws of Music Marketing. Master the invisible forces that build empires. Preface: The Mindset Divide. This book is not for everyone. If you treat music as a weekend hobby, seeking only the pleasure of creation without the burden of business, close this book now. If you believe the industry holds no opportunities for financial success, that streaming has killed all revenue, that the game is too saturated to penetrate, this wisdom will only frustrate you. But if you understand that every industry appears saturated until someone finds the lever that moves the world, then continue reading. Tech appears saturated until a new app captures billions. Fitness appears saturated until a new methodology transforms bodies. Restaurants appear saturated until a new concept changes how we eat. The difference between the hobbyist and the professional is not talent, it is understanding systems. The hobbyist treats music like a lottery ticket. Record a song, upload to Spotify, pray for a playlist placement or viral moment. They believe in the myth of being discovered, as if talent alone creates careers. The professional understands that hoping is not a strategy. They know that behind every overnight success lies a deliberately constructed machine. That machine is called a funnel. The science of the funnel. A funnel is the psychological and systematic journey that transforms strangers into devoted supporters. It operates on 3 levels. Awareness, top of funnel. You capture attention in a crowded marketplace. Relationship, middle of funnel. You build trust, familiarity, and emotional connection. Conversion, bottom of funnel. You provide value so compelling that people willingly exchange money for access. This is not theory, this is human psychology applied to commerce. Stanford University's research on decision-making shows that people buy from those they know, like, and trust. The funnel creates all 3 systematically. Every successful business operates funnels, whether consciously or not. Apple's funnel moves you from seeing an ad to visiting a store to experiencing products to making a purchase. Netflix's funnel guides you from free trial to binge watching to subscription renewal. Your favorite coffee shop's funnel brings you from walking past to smelling coffee to becoming a regular. For artists, the stakes are identical. Your music catches ears, awareness. Your story builds connection, relationship. Your offers provide ways to support conversion. Without this system, you are casting songs into an infinite void, hoping for miraculous discovery. With this system, you are architecting a career. Law 1. The Law of Contagion. What you create must spread like a story, not just a song. The psychology of viral transmission. Human beings are not rational decision makers. They are story-driven creatures seeking meaning and social currency. When someone shares your music, they are not promoting your art. They are curating their own identity. They ask themselves, what does sharing this say about me? Dr. Jonah Berger's research at Wharton reveals that content spreads when it provides social currency, when it makes the sharer appear knowledgeable, cool, or in the know. This is why people don't just share music. They share experiences, stories, and cultural moments. The neuroscience is clear. Stories activate multiple brain regions simultaneously. When you hear a melody, only your auditory cortex engages. When you hear a story, your motor cortex, frontal cortex, and sensory regions all fire together, creating what researchers call neural coupling, a deep, memorable connection. This is why the most successful releases in history were never just music, they were cultural events wrapped in narrative. The Master, Nipsey Hussle's $100 lesson. In 2013, Nipsey Hussle faced a choice. He could release his Crenshaw mixtape like every other rapper free online, hoping for streams and exposure. Instead, he made a decision that would redefine independent music marketing forever. He priced physical copies at $100 each. The internet exploded. Hip-hop blogs called it arrogant. Fans called it genius. Critics called it a gimmick. Jay-Z called his manager and bought 100 copies, spending $10,000 on a mixtape that was free online. But here's what the critics missed. Nipsey wasn't selling CDs. He was selling symbolism. Each $100 purchase was a statement. I value black ownership. I support independent artists. I'm willing to put my money where my beliefs are. The music was free, but the ideology was priceless. The psychological principle at work was costly, signaling the idea that people pay premium prices not for utility, but for the right to display their values and status. Nipsey understood that his core audience didn't just want his music, they wanted to participate in his movement. The results spoke volumes. Jay-Z's purchase created national headlines, turning a local LA rapper into a symbol of independence. The $100 price point became hip-hop folklore, referenced in documentaries, interviews, and think pieces for years. Most importantly, it established Nipsey as someone who valued himself and, by extension, someone fans should value too. When he followed up with mailbox money at $1,000 per copy, it wasn't shocking anymore, it was expected. He had trained his audience to anticipate bold moves, and they rewarded him with attention, respect, and sales. The violation: when music lacks story. Consider the thousands of artists who release quality music that never spreads beyond their immediate circle. Their technical skills may surpass Nipsey's, their melodies more memorable, their production more polished. Yet they remain invisible because they offer only music, no story, no social currency, no reason to share. The music industry's graveyards are filled with talented artists who believe excellence alone creates careers. They spent months perfecting tracks, hired top producers, crafted beautiful visuals, then watched their releases disappear into algorithmic obscurity because they gave fans nothing to discuss. Advanced application: the contagion framework. Level 1: basic contagion. Create scarcity around your release. Limited physical copies, exclusive colorways, numbered editions. Give fans something tangible to possess and display. Level 2: narrative contagion. Attach philosophical or cultural meaning to your music. What does supporting your art represent? Independence: a genre fusion, a social message. Make purchasing an act of identity. Level 3: community contagion. Transform individual purchases into collective movements. Create teams, challenges, or shared goals that make supporting you feel like joining something bigger than music. Your implementation strategy. 1. Identify your symbol. What does your music represent beyond entertainment? Authenticity, rebellion, hope. Craft your narrative around this core idea. 2. Create ownership opportunities. Design products, experiences, or access that can't be pirated or streamed. Make fans feel special for owning them. 3. Engineer conversations. Price boldly, partner unexpectedly, or take stances that generate discussion. Controversy creates attention, and attention creates opportunities. 4. Document everything. Film the process, share the reasoning, and let fans into your decision-making. Transparency builds trust, and trust enables bold moves. Remember, in a world of infinite content, attention is the scarcest commodity. Contagious content doesn't just get heard, it gets talked about, shared, and remembered. The goal isn't just streams, it's cultural penetration. Law 2. The law of presence. Stay in front of fans until you feel like part of their lives. That was Chapter 1 of How to Market Your Music. If you'd like to read the rest, the full ebook is available now on Gumroad. Links in the description.